I'm up on Clapham Common on my way back from the job centre. I've been meaning to look at this bit of antiquary tech up here because it's a bit odd. So get some of the brickwork for Rebel. Actually, I'll pause it and go in and have a walk round, eh? People sort of observing that these buildings, these churches tend to be on top of a hill, and I don't know, technically I don't suppose Clapham Common is a hill, but it's feels that sort of way, like this was here by itself, freestanding here. Let's go in and have a look at this stonework. Not sure how old this building is. It's got like, I mean, we don't know how old any of these buildings are, do we? I mean, they could have been here forever and just continually patched up. Right, here's some seems to be lipped onto here. Weird. Alright, let's have a look around here. Interesting here. Goes underground. Let's have a look at the front. I'm pretty sure, no matter where you go in London, I've just had a bit of a bad experience and I'm quite shaken. Oh, hang on, look at this. I came out of the job centre and some guy came up to me. I was just walking down the street happily, well, happily as I ever am, and this guy came up to me, a young, well, he wasn't young, he was a middle-aged black guy, and called me a C-U-N-T to my face. I've never seen it before in my life. So I'm not one to take things like that, so I called him the B-A-S-T-A-R-D, asked him what his problem was, and he just went crazy on me. So here we got like alcoves that obviously had some sort of statuary in at some point. Holy Trinity. Okay, I'll pause it, see what else I can find on the way home. Yeah. Extremely interesting armoury thing there. It's got like 5 arrow things on top. Strange. Now, Graham Greene used to live here. This is a very, very well-heeled area. Mud flooded. But I'm looking for brickwork, so let's keep going. Everything up here is mud flooded, everything's below ground. So yeah, this guy says this to me, called me this lead word, and it's mud flooded, built up. So I find a copper, well, pretend copper, law enforcement officer, they call them now, and I explained to him, I said, so, you know, all this sort of Twitter and Facebook and YouTube, you're not allowed to do this and you're not allowed to do that. So what happens if a complete stranger comes up to you in the street and calls you an extremely offensive, I mean one of the most offensive words you could call somebody? What am I supposed to do? And he just looked at me. I said, I guess underground. I guess it comes down to having to defend ourselves, eh? He didn't have an answer to that. Anyway, I've used up all the video chatting about this. I'll have to come out again later. Ooh, look at that. Money to chuck away, this lot. Just looking at this bit of brickwork here, on this building, which is no doubt mud flooded. It's probably looked quite fine at one point, but it's falling to pieces now, and it just looks like some sort of amalgamate underneath. It's just false, isn't it? Okay, well, I'm going to have a little walk, see what else I can find.